Israel just pulled off one of the most incredible intelligence operations in modern history with its attacks in Iran. Well, former IDF Staff Sergeant Jonny Daniels is here. Jonny, I know a lot of this is classified, but what can you tell us?
Look, I mean, I think the first thing that we have to understand is that this was 20 years in the making. This was something that we've been looking at and thinking about and planning for a very long time. You know, I said this days ago, that what we saw with the Grim Reaper, the Grim Beeper operation, as we called it, with the Beeper operation inside of Lebanon and Hezbollah, what we saw there was nothing comparative to what we have seen and what we will see in Iran. We had no option but to take this battle to Iran and to make sure that we hit them sufficiently. And what we can say about it for now is, look, the truth is that alone Israel doesn't have the capability and is unable to fully take out Iran's nuclear capabilities. But what we had to do was to take out the military leadership and the scientists who were pushing forward and running forward and potentially even days away from building nuclear warheads. And the way we did that was just beyond remarkable. Everything from sleeper cells inside of Iran to, again, they had no idea what was coming for them. No idea at all. And what I can tell you is that this is just the beginning. There are a lot bigger and better surprises ahead for them. And the world has never seen something like this before.
Right. You know, I think what a lot of people see that, you know, it's almost this shadowy thing. The Mossad carries out all these crazy operations in Iran. It's like, how is that even possible? And I know you have to, you know, use your words carefully because you are privy to information that you can't share. But I mean, is this basically one of those things where there's a bunch of special agents in Iran that are, I know you can't say much, but how is this even possible to have such targeted military strikes, attacks against IRGC leadership? Anything else you can tell us about this just incredible intelligence operation?
Well, I think one thing that we understand from Iran is that there's a tremendous amount of people there who are not happy with the Islamic regime, which means there's a tremendous amount of people who are potentially willing to help you. And when that's the case, operations become easier. Not the operations that were carried out inside Iran were mainly carried out by Iranians working with us, as opposed to us inside of Iran. So again, these things have been working for a long time. Don't forget, well, just over a year ago, we took out Ismail Haniyeh, the Hamas architect of October 7th, inside of Iran. No one is safe in Iran from Israel, from the Mossad, from the IDF. And as we were very, very clear, you know, we've learned from our history as a Jewish people that when a crazy man stands up and says he's going to kill us, we don't wait and see if it's going to happen. We make sure that we stop that even happening or even the thought coming to fruition. And this is what we've seen in Iran. And it's, as I said, you know, with the unbelievable connection that we have between Israel and the United States today under President Trump, to which we owe a tremendous level of gratitude. Truly, you know, the deception on behalf even of the President of the United States, talking about a continuation of a deal, talking about this, talking about that, deceived the Iranians completely. We would not have pulled this off without the absolute support and cooperation of President Trump, which we fully had.
Well, I know you didn't basically get any sleep last night, and the next few nights are going to be very similar to that. And I know you don't have a crystal ball, but one last question, I'll let you go. Where do you see this going? Do you see this escalating? Very open-ended question. Where do you see this going?
No, I don't see this going much further at all. This isn't, as you know, some armchair warriors like to call World War III or the start of a bigger thing. To be honest with you, I think this ends relatively soon. I think we hit our targets, and I think Iran pulls back and just doesn't want this anymore. They're struggling. They are literally running around in circles right now. Iranians are people who, and especially from a military perspective, don't know how to act if they're not being told what to do. And with their leaderships taken out the way that we took them out, they're stuck, they're running, they're struggling. Yes, it's a country of 100 million people almost. It's a massive country. They'll find more people, but they're not going to want this. And this is the best that we hope for. And I think, and again, a lot's going to depend on President Trump as to whether the United States gets involved as well. And if America starts coming in then boy, oh boy, they're in big trouble.
Well, Jonny, I appreciate your time, and Shabbat Shalom, my friend.
Shabbat Shalom, brother. Thank you so much.